全球最精锐的特种部队，他们训练有素，出没在暴力最集中的地方，精准致命的打击使敌人闻风丧胆。极度危险的黑色特务活动，惊心动魄的高科技战术，揭秘特种兵。6月12日至7月31日，每周五21点，一探究竟。
Much of China's cultural identity is synonymous with the things it has created, icons it has shared with the world over many centuries. On this passage, I explore some of China's most iconic products and how they express the cultures that cultivated them. Starting with the mother of all sustenance, the iconic terraces of southern Yunnan.
Wow, paradise.
Next, to the ancient trading canals of Shaoxing, where I discover how a core commodity was refined into China's most iconic beverage.
Cheers.
On the outskirts of Hangzhou, I immerse myself in the culture of Dragon Well tea.
3 nods of the phoenix.
In Jiangxi, I get messed up in the porcelain capital of the world. In Suzhou, I try my hand at ancient technologies that produce China's most iconic fabric. And finally, in Shanghai, I discover how creative cultures are shaping new icons of the 21st century.
I'm Denise Keller, and this is my passage to China.
What better way to begin this passage than right in the heart of China's rice bowl? This is Yunyang County in the southeastern part of Yunnan province. If there's any place that deserves its status as a UNESCO World Cultural and Natural Heritage Site, this is most definitely one of them.
Wow, paradise.
Yeah. Well, I'm very proud of my homeland.
My guide is local honey school teacher Jackie, who quite rightly takes pride showing me where he grew up. These monumental terrace rice fields are icons, cultivated over countless generations by Yunnan's famous ethnic minority groups, the Hani and the Yi.
It's about 1,850 meters above sea level. It is suitable to grow rice here.
That just looks so heavenly. Look at that.
It looks like a ladder to the heaven.
The Hani have cultivated this area for more than 2,000 years. From one generation to the next, they have continued an unbroken tradition of sculpting the fertile soil of these mountain slopes into natural works of art. I arrived before the beginning of another planting cycle, just in time for Jackie to put me through the paces of plowing the fields.
Yeah, yeah. Right. When you want the buff stop, you can say, da.
Da. Okay. There's water buffaloes dragging me. Look, I'm surfing! Whoa! Slow down! You're too fast for me!
Dennis, come.
I'm coming, I'm trying. This is not easy.
Yeah.
It's very hard work.
Yes. In order to make a living, honey people have to work hard.
Yeah. I'm being slaved by a buffalo. I can't anymore. It's your turn. Go, Jackie.
Yeah.
Team Jackie. epic fail!
How about catch fish in the fields?
There's fish in here?
Yeah, we not only plant red rice in our fields, but also we keep fish in the field.
All right, let's catch some fish here.
Oh, try again.
It's there.
There?
It was there. It's there. It's there somewhere.
Oh.
It's here somewhere.
Well, is the fish?
My dinner's served.
Like their rice terraces, the Hani integrate the design of their villages fully into the mountain slopes to tap into all the pristine elements their geography provides.
Is this fresh water from the mountains?
Yeah, of course.
It's really icy cold. How perfect to wash the rice.
The Hani take a simple approach to cooking. Every aspect of their cuisine celebrates the abundance of fresh produce from the lush landscape all around them.
What are these herbs? These are so foreign to me.
We call 香柳 in Chinese, and we call it 做饭 in Hanning. In each meal, we have to make a dish called 蘸水, and we can dip the vegetables or meat. It is very tasty.
Ooh, very spicy.
Yeah.
And what about this? Oh, more chili. You like it
More
spicy,
chili.
huh?
Yeah. And we pour some hot water into the bowl.
That's all? Just water?
Yeah.
And this is the sauce for all the dipping.
Yeah.
Just like that. So easy.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, that's really good. That is really good. They're very spicy.
The Hani value all the blessings nature provides. Nothing is wasted, and practically everything that grows is a potential meal.
Whoa!
Bees.
You're moving.
Oh, it's okay. They're babies. For bees that contain a lot of protein, and we often eat them.
This is also a traditional cuisine for honey.
Yeah.
How do they taste like?
A little sweet.
Because of the honey?
Yeah.
It's so soft. Here's a baby honeybee. It's so soft and it's still alive. Haucher, huh? Haucher, yeah. You guys eat some funky stuff, I have to say.
We have bamboo worms.
They're not gonna jump out, are they?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
And
there's
also-
so much. Oh.
Right.
It wouldn't be so bad if they weren't squiggling around, but they're still moving. They go right inside the bamboo and munch, munch, but too late. The honey got them, and now this is lunch.
Yeah.
Cheers! Champai!
吃吧多. Wow, red rice.
Look at that color. It smells so nice. I just want to taste the rice before I taste all the other dishes. I'll try the bee larvae. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the bamboo worms.
Worms.
All right, here it goes. Oh, wow. Crunchy, crispy protein.
In the past, it was very difficult to find meat for honey people. So we try to find this in a forest.
Perfect food.
Yeah.
Now, what you see here comes from the beautiful nature of Yunnan province. In Yunyang, they grow everything by themselves, and it's fresh, it's organic, and it's ultimately delicious.
Right.
Thank you so much. It's really, really
You're welcome.
good.
The Hani have cultivated a truly special relationship with their geography. They treasure it, they respect it, and their culture has grown organically with the landscape. By doing so, they have created one of China's proudest cultural icons. More than the rice, it is land itself.
了走，走了走，
From the rice fields of Yunnan, I arrive in the ancient town of Shaoxing, situated not far from Hangzhou and connected to China's Grand Canal.
It's really lovely. Just the air and the greenery, the trees that flow just nicely. I really feel like I'm in some sort of famous Chinese movie. I feel like I'm in one of Zhang Yimou's movie or something.
For the longest time, my good friend Michael has tried to get me to visit Shaoxing. The laid-back pace here belies the pivotal role this 2,500-year-old water town played in the development of perhaps China's most iconic beverage, rice wine.
Actually, Shaoxing, there are very important water. They call Jianhu. So they use the Jianhu water to make the Shaoxing rice wine.
For hundreds of years, Shaoxing has maintained its primary place at the center of China's rice wine industry.
因为我这个坛呢，它起到呼吸的作用，它一边在会对外在交流进行呼吸，所以这个酒呢，只有放在这种坛子里边，它随着时间的增加，它的酒龄也在增加。这种坛子呢，它从宋代宋 dynasty 开始有这种形状。
This technique is from Song Dynasty?
Yes, it is.
Wow, that's pretty long.
绍兴的老酒一定要纯3年以上。
Oh, so that's the minimum age. See, these look pretty old, but how old does it get?
It's 28.
Over 80 years, right?
Do you have any? How many do
你
you
有
have?
几个？
我
Only 2.
多少钱？这个2个。
这个是
无价的，
Not for
priceless,
sale.
priceless.
But
Wow.
when are you gonna drink it?
那个，我想我一下子喝不到了。
I think it's time for a drink. Huh?
可以喝一点。
OK。
Okay, he says.
我们走。
Sensing how eager I am to taste Shaoxing's famous rice wine, Michael reckons maybe it's a good idea that I try my hand at making some first.
很香，对。
是的，糯米的香味。
哦。
再就是加水冷却，从这个淋下去。
Cool it down with the water. 好。很热，对。还有。
Tucked away behind the little lanes of old Shaoxing are thriving cottage industries that have been making wine almost the same way for thousands of years. Ta-da! Whew,
还很快。
it's hot business.
先挑水。
This is fun.
这个要
来，先拿开。
Okay. I can smell the alcohol.
它经过一个搅拌以后啊，一个就是它把里面气，但是发酵过程是放出气体来，要把气体排出来，再把上面那些在没有在酒液里的要往下翻下去。如果不翻下去的话，它会受到污染。
How long do you have to do this?
这酒要好几个月，一般像米酒的话2-3个月。
You must love your rice wine.
再打进去，
倒进去啊！
就打。
哦，
对，这主要是温度让它保一下，可以发酵。
I know that he's, having a little drink. 可以喝一点点。
我们可以喝点
啊？
对。
We get to
好
try the rice wine.
好，现在开始我们尝尝这个酒酿酒。
The moment of truth.
这个酒酿酒呢是没有加过水的。
Wow. 一点点。
一杯，
谢谢。
一半吧。
这个甜的，
甜的。
很好喝。
Cheers.
干杯
For the first layer.
耶
干杯。
很甜的。
很甜。
对。
好喝啊。
It's almost like apple juice. It's really nice. Doesn't taste like rice wine at all.
好喝。
Perfect.
After a hard day's work.
Even though we're just tasting a fresh batch, I have to say, I can almost taste the history of Shaoxing in it. It's no wonder this drink has remained such an iconic part of Chinese culture. Shaoxing has shown me a fascinating portrait of how one simple commodity can be cultivated into a fine art, from the rice fields of its heartlands to the entreports of its trading canals. From the rice cultures of Yunnan and the canals of Shaoxing, my journey leads me next to the ancient capital of Hangzhou. The gorgeous setting of Hangzhou's West Lake is where I kick off this leg of the journey to explore another commodity that's become a cultural icon of China.
Do you like this place?
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. It doesn't really feel like a museum. It feels like a garden.
Here's like a park, not only museum.
Yeah.
At the China National Tea Museum on the outskirts of Hangzhou City, I meet up with Echo, my guide into the idyllic world of Longjing's tea culture.
When did you start loving cha?
Since I'm a little girl, I began to drink Longjing tea.
Really?
So when I turned old, I want to learn more about tea. When you start to learn tea, you will find more and more to study.
It's like a deep well of information.
Yes, tea is very important to me in my life.
Yeah, I can tell.
We take great pleasure in inviting you to the tea ceremony in the China National Tea Museum. Well, in China, we say that water is the mother of tea. So we use very qualified water to brew the tea. Today we use water from the Running Tiger Spring in Hangzhou. It's very famous in China.
Running tiger?
Yeah.
Rawr. Is it also a different flavor?
Yes, a little bit sweet and very fresh. Because water seeps out from the quartzite.
Right.
And it is regarded as among the best in China. It has very high tension on its surface, so you can put a coin
little magic trick
onto
now.
the water.
No way.
Float on the water. Yeah.
Okay.
Try it
Oh, you
by
can
yourself.
try it.
All right. Mine will sink, I know it. Yay!
From Song Dynasty ceremony I'm being treated to marks a highly sophisticated presentation of tea culture, with precise steps that enhance the tranquility of the experience.
I just love how elegant she performs.
The tea ceremony is to demonstrate the harmony between the nature and the human being. So you need to show the inner calm of your body to show the gracefulness and elegance.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling very therapeutic already.
The calm, inner calm in your body, that's how we should achieve when we have the tea. The tea master will use a very unique skill called 3 nods of the phoenix. Etiquette in the tea ceremony to show respect to the guests.
3 nods of the phoenix. Running tiger spring water.
Yes.
Now our tea master looks like a fairy lady telling the secret of the Longjing tea. And the secret is to first breathe in the fragrance of the Longjing tea and appreciate the limpid and clear color of the Longjing infusion.
Right.
And then to taste, to feel the freshness and the sweetness of the Longjing tea.
I feel calm already.
that's why the tea ceremony is performed.
I feel like I'm meditating with all of you right now. A bit of meditation, a bit of tea, and this beautiful garden. Can't get any better.
Next, Echo takes me to check out how one of Longjing's tea's most famous infusions is created at a nearby village.
Where are we now?
It's a village. We can see the guihua tree everywhere.
Wow, so many trees.
Yes, everywhere.
You just have to look upwards.
Oh, jump. The tree is about 200 years old.
Really?
Yes.
This is like the best smelling village.
Yes.
Look at these tiny little flowers. They're so pretty. So this is the flower that they mix with the Longjing. And then you've got guihua Longjing tea.
Yes.
So it's like fusion. 我明白你的意思.
Longjing's tea culture commands a special place. It dates back 1,500 years and is steeped in imperial legends. A famous one involves an emperor scaling its highest peaks to discover the best tea leaves.
You can try to pick up tea. Ow!
What?
Just like this one is one bud, two leaves. You can pick it out without fingernail, then
keep it soft.
Okay.
yes.
Two
You can try
leaves
it.
and a bud and the feeling.
Yes.
And why is it two leaves and one bud?
It's so young. The tea is very light. This can make the best tea.
Because it's like
Yes.
baby tea.
Yes.
baby tea. Yes.
1, 2, and...
Yes.
I like the sound effect, you know? Wait.
再铺一层桂花。
And a little bit of dry 桂花。
对，
哇，好看。
鲜花来一层。
好。
对，那我们要重新把它打开，重新给它搅拌一下。
It makes it smell much nicer with the dried flowers.
这里先来。
Okay. Fold it into small little envelopes so that the fragrance goes through the Longjing tea leaves.
Very, very.
Yay! See how amazing and how organic this is? With these beautiful guihua flowers that give that beautiful smell. I can even smell it now.
非常好，非常好。
Okay, okay, pass.
Top quality Longjing tea can fetch more than the price of gold, but it's widely reputed to be well worth its weight in health benefits. In Longjing's villages, it's like an essential life element, even an elixir of youth.
喝茶也有吃茶
Yes.
How do you feel the sweetening in the mouth? It's bitter. After you swallow, it becomes very sweet. Yes. It's beautiful for us. So young.
Can eat tea every day.
And stay young forever. We should toast to that.
Have a good day.
Have a great day.
Great day.
My passage leads me next to Jingdezhen in the northeast of Jiangxi province. Jingdezhen is famously known as the porcelain capital of the world, but it didn't happen overnight. Starting 1,700 years ago, Its production of high-quality porcelain, or ceramics, grew over several imperial dynasties before it eventually had a profound impact on China's role in international trade and commerce.
This one is the combination of copper red and blue and white. So both these colors are difficult to control.
To understand how Jingdezhen rose to such prominence, I'm taken to the world-renowned Jingdezhen Ceramics Institute by a former student here, Grace.
This one, the carving is so precise.
Yeah,
hand carving.
那么景德镇当然不是中国最早做瓷器的地方，但是它是后来在全球都是影响最大的地方。
Professor Chow is an expert much sought after by collectors and museums around the world. He explains how inseparable the evolution of porcelain is to the discoveries and innovations that took place in Jingdezhen.
You know what I find really fascinating is the qingbai. It almost looks like it glows, like jade.
中国人呢最喜欢玉，把玉啊看到比金属还要贵重的，所以那个景德镇的青白瓷就是跟玉啊这个达到玉这种效果，所以为什么能够这么有名？那么景德镇之所以能够生产出如玉的青白瓷，那么最关键的又在于景德镇这个原料，跟原料有密切的关系，景德镇这里出成的。
Grace is taking me to historic production sites around Jingdezhen, preserved by the Ceramics Institute, to keep emerging artists like her connected to the rich legacy of their chosen craft.
And this is the kiln, and this is the action kiln.
This is massive.
This kiln dates back almost 400 years, a time when exports were going as far as Europe.
Oh, look.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Here is the door of the kiln.
This must be the hottest point.
And normally the kiln should be fired 2 days and have another 2 days to come down. Open.
Open. Open.
Yes.
I'm going in, I'm going in. It looks like a cup, it's getting there. How much longer do I have to hold it? Ta-da! It's working not. It's not working. Let's go! This is so much fun.
The students who come to learn ceramics in Jingdezhen are also taught practical classes in the same workshops artisans used centuries before.
Before the electricity arrived, how did they do this kind of wheeling?
So normally the wheel is underground or be flat with the ground, and they have a stick. You roll it.
Really?
Yes.
Today, graduates of the Ceramics Institute are making a point to remain in the porcelain capital, applying time-honored techniques to create new designs and products. To see what the city's rising contemporary artists are up to, Grace has taken me to meet her friend Shu Chi.
So how do we begin?
我们先这是画画的这个颜料，厚薄。
It's so black.
它是烧出来，它是蓝色的。这个在这个画之前，我有个画面，在我脑子里面，因为就是一口气拍下去的，不能改，不能错。
Wow.
就这种水墨就非常中国，很中国的水墨的
，Chinese traditional.
I always thought that you'd go to a ceramic school and learn pottery, and now this has really opened my eyes.
Those are eyes.
Wow. It doesn't feel or look like porcelain anymore. It actually feels like a piece of paper. I keep forgetting that this is porcelain.
你要画一块吗？
I have to admit, Jingdezhen has surprised me. I honestly didn't think I would have as much fun here.
My fish.
I now understand why it survived and thrived as the porcelain capital of the world for so long. Like Professor Chow from the Institute said, it's all about keeping the spirit of innovation going generation after generation. My passage to explore the most iconic cultural products of China leads me next to an ancient commercial hub connected to the Grand Canal. Suzhou sits in the southeast of Jiangsu province, right next to Shanghai municipality. Founded in 514 BC, the city's many canals, stone bridges, pagodas, and gardens have made it one of the top tourist attractions in China. But for centuries, Suzhou was synonymous with one of the most symbolic and sophisticated products of China. Starting in the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century, Suzhou's silk industry grew from strength to strength. By the time of the Ming and Qing dynasties, it stood proud as the center of the highest grade silk production in China, if not the world. More than displaying old artifacts, Suzhou's Silk Museum is a place that brings to life skills perfected over thousands of years.
This has got to be the most difficult technique ever. I mean, it looks easy, but it really isn't. You have to have good eyesight.
你的眼睛很好，我的眼睛不好了。哟。
There's pedal work as well to release the strings. I'm literally kissing this painting because my eyesight is so bad. I'm trying to create a brushstroke. It's impossible. And these ladies are just like, whatever.
Silk entrepreneur Linda is collaborating with the museum to continue traditions such as the fine form of silk embroidery called 刻丝.
You see how many colors we have to look for.
There's a lot of colors.
A lot of colors.
Yeah.
Okay, that means we have so many shadows.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out where I put this thing.
For this color is blue. Okay, you just finish inside of this blue.
Okay.
Then the green. You have to change the green shadows. This is red. Okay, you have to change the red colors. So that's the magical power of the kasi.
Yes, and kasi means split silk, is that right?
Split silk.
Today, many of their creations are exported to Europe and used by top international fashion brands.
I'm getting it. I'm becoming a master of colors. This is the fun bit where I get to stroke the silk in and make beautiful painting.
After maybe 10 years training, you will be the master of the color.
The Suzhou Silk Museum also takes you right back to the very beginning of the production process, to the superior quality of the raw material.
Because of the food we won't eat, only China can plant the marble trees. So that's why Chinese cocoons is unique. Chinese silk, of course, is unique also.
This looks really delicate, but it's actually quite strong. And it's because it's multiple threads for many, many cocoons. And you can pull it for kilometers worth. It's so amazing that this little cocoon pulls out this much silk. How long does the cocoon go for again?
1,000 kilometers for one cocoon.
That's really long. This could go on for hours, right?
Yes, for hours. Yes, day and night maybe.
There's something very romantic about
Yes. In ancient times, the teenager girls can do characteristics of the good girls.
I'm a good girl.
Yes, you're a good girl.
I'm weaving silk. You gotta be very delicate, very gentle, like a good girl weaving silk.
Next, we move on to something not quite as slow and romantic. This contraption, hundreds of years old, is an ancient Chinese silk loom. Literally thousands of parts need to work in perfect synchronicity to separate a vast spectrum of colorful strings. and it's an absolute beast.
Thousands of strings here, no, millions of strings here. How does this all work?
That's quite interesting. There's quite a big machines combine two parts. One is a brain, the other is the hands. You are taking the role as the brains.
How long does it take to do the whole silk weaving?
1 month to finish 0.5 meters.
Wow, that's really long. So it starts in the back there, right? The preparation work of separating the silk. See the black and the red, and it's all rolled up in a spun, and then it's pulled through. That must take a very long time.
Yes, very long time.
So if I pull this like this, what is that?
Says give the order, give the machine order. You should do like that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
As I try to get with the program and not to mess up, I can only imagine what the heyday of Suzhou's silk industry must have looked like. A rare glimpse of how China perfected making what is perhaps the most iconic fabric ever created.
Okay, let go.
We are brave.
Maybe I should just get off this platform and just watch them do their work.
For the final stretch of this journey, I head to Shanghai to explore how today China is developing modern icons that best express its cultural identity in the 21st century. Shanghai, for example, has been on a major mission to transform former industrial facilities into fascinating new spaces to showcase contemporary art.
Feels like everything just kind of exploded in Shanghai. Like there's art everywhere now.
It's a city developing, it's moving, yeah. It's not an established city, it's a city who tries now to get its identity, to find its shape.
Swiss curator and Shanghai resident Lorenz Helbling is a passionate proponent of the city's rising contemporary art scene.
You've been here for over 20 years. You must know everything about the art world.
It's changing all the time. 20 years ago, when you came to Shanghai, you couldn't walk in a space and see what goes on in the contemporary art world.
How important is this museum to the Shanghai art scene?
No, it's very, very important. I think it's the first contemporary museum which combines Chinese art, international art on the same level.
That is so cool. It's barbed wire.
New museums like Westbund and Yutz house a fascinating mix of both international and Chinese works. Lorenz is particularly drawn to those who explore Shanghai's identity as a growing city, like celebrated local artist Ding Yi.
It's totally abstract. It has this element of repetition. Ding is one of the most important abstract artists. It's perhaps 20 years. He's working with this very simple structure, just crosses made with little strokes.
20 years of crosses and strokes.
Yes.
The same thing over and over.
Over and over. Because it's like you do Tai Chi, you do the same movement again and again. You can be very conscious, so it's not a mindless work. I mean, if you look at it, you can see it gets alive.
I see what you mean about the movement. I see where your eye follows, where the color moves. It kind of transfers you to different areas of it. But I just can't imagine what it would be like to be the artist, to do this over and over and over again and again for 20 years.
The artist has seen a lot of changes in Shanghai. When he started to make these crosses, his city was almost like
the ever-growing change, yeah.
Back out on the city beat, Lorenz takes me to M50, a former textile manufacturing zone that's now turned into an entire art district. Somewhere in this bygone industrial labyrinth is the studio of the famous artist Ding Yi.
Every corner there's something new.
Oh, yeah, and you go into a door, there's a world, another door, you go around the corner. It's very much Shanghai feeling.
Yeah.
Very small, very dense, and every meet is something different.
I'm not sure where you're taking me to.
It's almost the end of this little lane.
Inside, Ding Yi is hard at work on yet another rendition of his signature large-scale painting made up of thousands of crosses.
Hi.
Hello.
I want to see the painting. Wow. It's so bright.
这一张这个是一个新的色调，因为在这个之前可能有比较重的颜色，这一张的话开始有一些比较亮的颜色。
Can you show me how to do it? 好不好？
好，就像现在是，比如说蘸了白色以后，有些线也可以拉得比较长，也可以是一个这样。
So it doesn't matter which way I go.
对，有很多可能性。
Don't screw this up, Denise. 多少钱呢？
没关系。
Ta-da! My first glass show. Okay. My hands are so shaky.
Yeah.
See? Work of art. I can't imagine doing this whole thing with crisscrosses. Now I know what you mean.
It's a state of mind. It's the hand you need, but you need to be very in yourself to do this.
Ding Yi has created iconic works of art by the repetitive motion of painting crosses for decades. Next, I explore how another artist draws on the meditative qualities of traditional art to find the quiet spaces amidst the changing cityscape of Shanghai.
中国的书法在笔尖和笔头收尾都是有一定的特别的一些动作。
Yang Yongliang is a classically trained artist who spent most of his growing years studying calligraphy. Though today he's a thriving contemporary artist, he begins his sessions with the practice of ancient strokes.
It's pretty intense when you go for the full character. You're very concentrated.
Yeah. 在传统的中国有一句名言就叫大隐隐于市，就是你真正的隐士是可以在一个很闹的市场里边，就是继续一种很平静的状态。
Because you know in the past, like if you were a Song artist, the elements were calm and meditative and, you know, quiet. But fast forward into the future, right now in Shanghai, there's just so much noise going on. It's a big city. How do you apply that to calligraphy?
古人的心中的那种景象就被他们描绘成他们心中的山水画，所以我现在会做类似我现在的这种 digital art， 就是因为我所看到的这些城市的景观，就是变成了我内心世界的一种反馈。
Yongliang is best known for his cutting-edge collages made with digital media. I find it fascinating the way he recreates the iconic landscapes of Song Dynasty paintings using digital images of modern-day Shanghai.
Oh my, wow. Oh, that's crazy. So you layer and based on the
有很多很多
shadow.
的照片来组成，就是上海的各个地方、各个层面。
Yeah. It's like an architectural jungle, but then when you pull out, it's this beautiful, wonderful Chinese painting.
我把摄影这个媒介，摄影拍得来的素材，就是建筑，来替代了这种称法，等于是开创了一种新的这种技法。我目前来说是在做 digital art， 但是我觉得核心的一些东西，我还是和中国传统东西有关系。就是在中国的整个绘画体系来说，其实整个琴棋书画，就是所有的艺术形式，从根本来讲都是相通的。
What artists like Yongliang and Ding Yi represent to me is a brave new wave of Chinese culture. constantly connected to the time-honored practices of the past, a culture that reinvents and regenerates with the world around it. Its global trading gateways like Shanghai have equipped the mainland's first free trade zone with facilities for fine art to play an important part in cultural exchanges.